Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Above the Ring. ATR is War. I'm your host, Sam the SLB, and alongside me, as always, the man, well, not the man behind the Twitter, well, half the man behind the Twitter, a third the man behind the Twitter. I don't know. We can do fractions, but that's not a fraction podcast. That is a wrestling podcast. Alongside me today is the man in black himself from Parts Unknown, which is probably his basement, my co host from ATR, Rising Sun, Ethan. Guys, we are talking about SummerSlam, already come and gone. Really upsetting it's not a full show, though, Ethan. Really upsetting. We had some really good points to talk about.
Oh yeah, I mean you get the break later. Spoiler.
Really good points. So before we begin, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc., etc. Ethan, SummerSlam.
He was magical.
It is potentially, to me, a top 5 SummerSlam.
I agree. The best one in at least in a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, no, for me, I'm looking at my complaint since coming back to wrestling, and I know it's been 8 years at this point. SummerSlam needs to be, it's been advertised as the party of the summer. And when the party of the summer is being held inside a venue set up the same way it's going to be set up on Monday, there's a problem. It doesn't feel special. We've obviously have seen this change with Mania, of course, obviously the big one. Well, actually, that's been going around since I think almost 20 years now at this point, where they've held them at these larger venues. The Royal Rumble more recently being held in, baseball stadiums, if you will. And even I would go as to far as saying Survivor Series with the War Game stipulation feeling like a big deal. Now, it's time for SummerSlam. It's time for SummerSlam to do it. And this felt like a big show.
It did. It's supposed to be like the summer version of WrestleMania. And let's be honest, the last couple of years hasn't really felt that way.
No, it's just been, oh, cool, we got a pay-per-view in the summer. Great. Hell, even Tony Khan is going over to England to hold these all-in pay-per-views at Wembley and make it feel like it's big. It's a bigger deal than it is, which is what your selling point is. But besides that, we had 7 matches, and there was not, I don't think there was really a bad match on this card.
No. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I had a couple of 6s, but I'll get to those reasons why. There's the main event. I'll get to it. We'll talk about it. But there's one Ethan pick on the show. You could probably guess what it is.
Mm-hmm. I probably can. And you know what? I would make the argument here, Ethan. This, and I know it's different. You watch a lot more wrestling than I do.
I do.
So it's probably not a top 10 show for you for the year, but I think in terms of like the American content or the North American content, we're looking at top 10.
North America, yes.
Before I begin, I'm going to send somebody out of my room because they don't know how to just sit and relax. If you will, figure out, please leave. Yes, out. Go, run, be free.
Oh, God.
Come on. Let's go.
Sam kicking his cat out of the building like Christian Cage did to his daughter.
Well, the reason he had come in here not to go on a rant was because he was banging at my door for the same thing because he wanted the other cat out. And the other cat is still on, like, parole, if you will, because we have some issues with 2 cats. But that's neither here nor there. You know who does have issues with each other? Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan taking on and defeating Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship.
Cinema. This was actually a really fun match. I like how Dominic was trying to, like, Rhea was trying to get the chair, and Dominic's like, no, you can't win that way. And then he was like, nah, screw you. I'm going to screw you over. And then Liv hits the Oblivion on the chair to get the win. I mean, and by the way, Ripley had a pop shoulder, and then she threw herself against the announce table, and then she popped it back in. I'm like, that's badass as fuck.
Yeah, no, that was kind of freaky. Ashley actually had seen it, which I wasn't gonna watch it this past weekend. But after I had seen the clips of that, I'm like, oh, let me just put it on. It's not long. It's 3.5 hours. I don't have to spend my whole life trying to watch this one WWE pay-per-view. This is not 2017 WWE. So, the match was great. It was a great way to start off the show. Even with everything I had seen prior, because things had been leaked, things had been said. You can't hide from the internet, my friends. I still had that oh crap moment when Dom did what he did.
He became a bigger heel than he did before. He turned heel while being a heel.
I don't. It's. You know what? You got to give him credit. There's no way you could think you could hate this man even more. And now he's going to the mentally unstable blonde, Liv Morgan, which got to give him props. I can see the appeal. So
you and Dominic will be best friends now.
Absolutely. So yeah, no, everything from that. I didn't know how it was going to work, but it worked, and they pulled it off. And now I know by this point we're already past Raw. I haven't seen Raw this week.
You need to.
Yeah, I'll hopefully get to it.
You need to.
But man, between this and other things, the Judgment Day story is hard to ignore.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of the best things going besides the whole bloodline. Well, was the bloodline and the Dominic Rhea. We gotta go with the Wolf Pack.
So let's hop over to the second match.
Oh wait, I have to give my rating.
Mm-hmm.
7 out of 10.
It's good. 7 out of 10. I could agree with that. Following next, which is I knew exactly what Scott was talking about in the chat when I heard this match went 5 minutes too long. Braun Breaker taking on, defeating Sami Zayn to become the new IC champion.
I called this too. I took Scott's idea and said it has to be 5 minutes or less, and it went 5:42. But apparently, according to Fightful, they were supposed to go 12. I'm like, no, keep it at 5 or less.
Why are they supposed to go longer?
Mm.
I didn't know if there's a reason they shortened it. No, I think if this went shorter, this would have been better. But I think at least with Braun, you want to give him a little extra time, maybe. That's the only thing I can think about it being long, this long. Because, yes, he's a monster. But I don't want him to get the Goldberg treatment with every match.
No. By the way, him and Sammy, spoilers, and they are facing off again this Monday coming in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the title.
Ooh, we're just going full send on this, huh?
Well, it makes sense because, I mean, Sammy beat him at Money in the Bank in Toronto. Gotta get the Canadians to win like the others didn't. I'm still gonna take cheap shots. Leave me alone. And then Braun obviously won at SummerSlam. Didn't change the theme song, Sam. I'm so proud.
Yeah. No, it was cool. I mean, we had this conversation. And I'm gonna keep it again. This is the passing of the guard. This is the new generation 2.0, new generation Wolfpack, whatever you want to call it. This whole show laid the groundwork for what is to come. And you also have a furry friend in your face, I see. So
I do.
That being said.
Oh yeah, 6 out of 10 by the way for this match. First of 3, 6 out of 10s.
Following that, this is if I was to pick one match I did not think I was going to get right or I was going to be disappointed on, it was going to be this one. LA Knight taking on defeating Logan Paul.
Good.
For the US title.
You deserve it. You deserve. I know that chant's overrated, but I mean, in all seriousness though, like he actually like really deserved it. I mean, Logan Paul Michael, I gotta call Mike Call for a second. Did you hear what he said about his title reign?
No.
He said it was what he had some of the lines of like it was a great title run. No, it wasn't. He had 3 title defenses in 9 months. How is that great? 3 in 9 months.
I don't know. Jericho's IC run in New Japan was incredible.
Oh yeah, totally, Sam. 2 title defenses in a whole fucking 3 months or 6 months, actually. Sorry,
Yeah.
but
So
fuck you, Logan. LA Knight win. People were saying his foot was on the bottom rope. I'm like, no, we're gonna pretend that never happened. We're gonna pretend his foot was not under the bottom rope. We're gonna leave it alone. And Machine Gun Kelly showed up. I'm like, oh, missed opportunity for Kevin Owens to go beat him up. Missed opportunity.
this was it was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
So did I
Super
actually.
excited for LA Knight to have a title now. Like I think Scott said it. You'd like to see him have a world title run, but I don't think it's going to happen.
It's not gonna happen. As much as like I really like LA Knight. Not in WWE. I mean, if he was on Raw, I could see him with the World Heavyweight title, but like WWE title, I don't see him. Um, it's funny. His press conference, Bill after was on the. He was gonna ask him a question, and then they were joking around, and Bill's like, "Go meet me in the parking lot," and Ellen is like, "Whoa, that's personal." And then CM Punk in the background going, "Yeah." I'm like, "What is going on with this press conference?" But Logan Paul had a nice moonsault. It reminded me of Kota Ibushi before he broke like every bone in his body. Um, that brass knuckle spot. The one my only complaint with this was when Logan Paul hit him with the brass knuckles, and Logan Paul and LA Knight's like, "Yeah, I'm not. This doesn't work for me, brother, and I'm gonna no sell it." And then he hit the BFT. Take that.
Yeah. No. LA Knight also has an awesome, incredible, I think, elbow.
He does. I like. By the way, there was a Hardy Boys mention because he had a side effect. Corger's like, I haven't seen that move in years.
Mm-hmm. No, it was
But 7 out of 10, by the way.
yeah, solid. Solid. So following that, we had Nia Jax taking on and defeating Bailey for the women's championship. Something we did not see because you and I had made a prediction with the Money in the Bank.
All 3 of us did. I just said it first, and then YouTube fell behind me. Be like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go. Well, Scott even said on the picture, he's like, I'm basically just gonna echo your idea. I'm like, damn it. Yeah, Tiffany Stratton didn't cash. She tried to, and I didn't get why she had to bring a referee when there was a referee already in the ring. Like, remember in the hardcore title, Sam, the good old days of the hardcore title, and then they all like pin each other like 50 times, and the referees were like, okay. There was like 20 referees in the ring at once. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Why is there so many refs?
Yeah, this one went 12 minutes, 30 seconds. This one wasn't bad.
The crowd was dead for this, though. I kind of felt bad. I give this one 6 out of 10, but this is my second least favorite match of the show.
So we haven't gotten to the first yet. Excited
We're
for
getting there.
Nia. I know I've heard from you guys that she's improved greatly with
Yes.
this run. So hopefully she has a good, solid run as the Queen of the Ring and now the Women's Champion.
I did like the bit. I felt because the crowd was dead for this, but they like when Bailey powerbombed her. That woke the crowd up, and then I was like, oh, but I'm glad though Bailey lost it because honestly, it was kind of boring. Well, not boring, but like what's what cold.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad. No, I mean she deserved it though.
Agreed. Agreed. Now it's Tamina's time after this, so keep an eye out, guys. She's going to be making her way up too.
The funny, right quick. So people who missed the pick show, we all said Sam and Richie said Nia Jax for all 3 as a joke, and it backfired on so badly that we all actually picked Nia Jax.
I actually was just, yeah, I wasn't sure, but I think the moment you had mentioned the Money in the Bank selection, it made more sense. However, you I don't want to say over prediction. Technically, I guess it was, but still was a good call. With that being said, all right, want to gloat? Let's gloat because I know you and I want to gloat, and Scott's not here to defend himself. So, Scott, if you're listening, buddy, we love you. Man, Drew McIntyre taking on and defeating CM Punk in CM Punk's match back after injury at the Royal Rumble.
And Rollins was the ref, and Drew kicked him in the ding ding and his straight edge nuts, and then hit the Claymore. And Rollins was like, 1, 2, fuck, I gotta count 3. By the way, that was a playback too. I called it too. By the way, I gotta break in. I called this spot too. They basically did the summer 1997 match basically because you had Seth as with his Sabu pants, which I remember when Punk said that, I fucking burst out laughing when he said that. He's like, you and your Sabu pants. I'm like, I can't unsee that now. I can't unsee Rollins wearing Sabu pants. And to Punk's defense, they did kind of look like Sabu pants. Drew, apparently, I didn't even notice till after I hear she the show. I told the show was over that Drew was dressed like Undertaker. Well, kind of dressed like Undertaker, and then Punk. Punk loves Bret Hart, so Punk was in Bret Hart attire. Rollins was at the chair spot. I'm like, yes, I called it, but he didn't hit him. And then he had a ref cam. By the way, what do you think of the ref cams? By the way,
It's a little weird. Maybe in time I'll get used to it. I thought it was weird when you just see the kid. I felt like I remember being a little kid and seeing Doom when it came out. Well, not little. I was in like teenager when Doom came out, and there was that ending scene where they had the first person mode, which it kind of almost felt like that, minus the BFG in your hand and a shotgun.
someone made a tweet. They're like, Jack Perry's POV. It was Punk staring at him. I died laughing. And then WWE posted the whole thing, and Braun's like, you can just quit or retire. I'm like, holy fuck, I can't wait for that match. By the way, Rollins' camera broke like half, or his battery. Something fell. I think his battery fell out halfway for the match, so they couldn't do all of it. I don't know. I'm not a. It'll probably take me. Stop it. Take me time to get. Stop it. Time to get used to it. But I don't know. It's just the first. It looked kind of weird, and also the graphics look like garbage. They look like 140p on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's whatever. I mean, maybe it'll improve, but it might end up like the AR augmented reality stuff they did, where I'm just like, dude, stop.
Right. Oh, by the way, 7 out of 10 for this match. Got a lot of. This was a mixed bag online after this match happened. Some people liked it. Some people hated it. Some people were like, "I like the story," and then some people were blaming Seth Rollins because they cut. It's when they didn't like the match, it's because it was Seth Rollins. But it kind of made sense for Rollins to be in there because Rollins hates buff guys. And oh, by the way, Monday Night Raw, he almost got into a fight. Him and Punk almost had a brawl in the ring, and Drew's like, "Nah, that ain't happening yet." And then he had the bracelet on, and then he taunted Punk, and then Punk was gonna go fight him, and then Pierre's like, "Yeah, we locked him out of the arena." I'm like, "Bash of Berlin." Maybe triple threat Hell in a Cell match, a bad blood. There, book it.
Could be that. Could be that. I mean, that's what I'm here. That's what I heard rumors on. Already. I think you had brought it up, or Scott had brought it up for another match. But I can definitely see that going that way.
Let's be honest, Sam. I had that a lot of our conversation group chat on Saturday was a lot of random different shit.
Yeah. So,
but yes, thanks to Drew, me and Sam won the show. So thanks, Drew.
Following that, one of probably my favorite moments of the night, because I've been screaming from the high heavens for a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Gunther taking on and defeating Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Gunther. Oh. Hey, Gunther. Hey, yo. The ring fucking general wins the world title. Sam, me and you've been saying this for months that Gunther needed this title, and he finally did it. And he made Priest pass out after Balor was like, "It's okay." My only complaint is this: Gunther boots Balor off the apron, and then Balor's like, "I'll forgive you, so I'll put your foot on the rope." I'm like, "What? What?" And then Priest.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, no, man, it just this match excited me. It was
Oh, by the way, that's my Ethan pick, by the way.
rightfully so, rightfully so. No, this is exactly what I wanted.
Hoss fight.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of those in WWE. And
Anymore.
again, this isn't the 80s anymore where we got 7 foot tall, coked out, shredded out talent. I understand we're getting shorter talent now.
It's 2024. His name is Tony Khan.
Yeah, but this you need one of these on a card because you definitely get the the, the big man feel, the giant feel, the meat feel.
Oh, speaking of me, actually, right quick first, back to the Ron stuff for a second. So when you watch Raw, I'm gonna give you a spoiler. Bronson Reed hit 6 tsunami splashes on Rollins. He looked like a fucking star that night. So because during the show, Pierce ignored him. Braun's like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna go make my own statement," and then he literally beat the shit out of Seth Rollins. Damn. Okay, back to the world title match. I like how Priest like he was like, "How did Gunther get his foot?" And then he looked at the screen, like the big ass screen on that side, and he's like, "You bastard!" And he tried to go after him for the rose. I'm like, "No, dude, beat him up later. Go. Actually, lose to Gunther." And then Gunther's like, "You're going to sleep, bitch." And then he passed out. And then I'm like, "Yeah, Gunther rules."
Yeah, no, I'm glad that's the way they went too. To really, again, it's kind of like with Braun Breaker, where you had to have Braun win really quickly. Just as important to have Gunther win by like a technical submission.
And I do like Priest, by the way, but I think he was time. He wasn't leaving August as world champion. Let's just be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
But I was not expecting the Balor turn. Like I knew it was gonna happen. Like I just didn't expect it at SummerSlam, to be honest with you. Because honestly, I thought the way they were gonna do it was, I thought like Balor will actually like cost him the world title. Like, oh shit, like, oops, sorry, bro. And then he'd be like, haha, trick you, and then beat him up that way. And then on Monday on Raw, he explained the reason why he turned heel. I mean, you'll probably still watch this anyway. Well, sorry, more of a heel. Um, he said that last year, shush, at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam last year, sometime last year, one of those two shows, that Priest came out during his world title match, and then Balor got shot from him, and Rollins won. And then so Balor, and then Priest told him to man up in the car, and Balor's like, he waited 1 full year, and he's like, I'm gonna man up, so he cost him the world title. So we're probably getting that match probably at Bash of Berlin. Yeah.
All right.
And Gunther has a new challenger, Randy Orton, by the way, at Bash of Berlin.
Nice. So yeah, this made up for it. This was, well, I don't want to say made up for it because it wasn't a bad card, but this was like definitely the match. This one, in I would say the opening match is what people need to go back and watch.
Yeah, I agree, to be honest with you. But I will mention, I would say the U.S. title match. I can't deny Logan Paul, but I'm not the only one who doesn't like Logan Paul as a person, but can't deny his in-ring talent. Yes, I still hate Logan Paul as much as Sam hates the Mercedes-Benz CEO theme.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yep. Some things just, yeah, no. Well,
Sam's
boys,
like, I'm not even gonna deny it. I love that.
I'm over it. I'm just over it. Why? I don't know. There's a lot of things that, see neither here nor there. All right. Last but not least, the main event. Cody Rhodes taking on and defeating Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE title in a Bloodline Rules match. Let me say something. I did not think in the past 2 years, 3 years, that Solo would move so far up the card that he'd be main event in a SummerSlam. I thought we'd still have to see an IC title run out of this man.
He had the North American title, and then he had to give it up because he wasn't on the roster anymore. It's like, what the fuck? That was so dumb. Um, Honestly, I was not a big fan of this match. I will say though, I liked it better. I gave it an Ethan pick last year. I actually thought this one was a little bit better than last year's main event. I thought the first half was actually a bore fest. And the crowd didn't really. I think they were just waiting for Roman to show up. I thought it got better when Jacob Fatu showed up and hit the whisper in the wind, and then he. See, there's rumors going around that his ankle is just a work injury because obviously they don't want to play him and Roman together yet. Um, but that splash off the top rope, though, holy shit, Jacob Fatu, so just holy. And by the way, he won the tag titles on Friday. I'm like, yeah.
So fascinating. It wasn't bad. The biggest problem with the end of this match, I literally had said to myself, is this SummerSlam or is this Backlash? Because the way the bloodline kept coming out, and then people came out to help Cody, back and forth, back and forth. Is it cool that Roman came back? Sure. Not gonna knock it. They probably could have waited. I don't know. I'm assuming he's gonna be on SmackDown on.
He is, yeah. He's gonna be on Friday SmackDown. Or sorry, gonna be on SmackDown this Friday. I said on Friday this SmackDown.
You know what? It's already that kind of week for us. Wild work week. It wasn't bad.
6 out of 10 for me. This was actually my least favorite. A lot of people didn't. It's why on Cage Match they gave it a 4.5. I was like, oof. Out of 10, by the way, not stars. Out of 10.
I was going to say 4.5 is kind of high for this one. Yeah. So great card overall. Solid. What was I going to say to you, Ethan? I had something in my head.
Scott acknowledge us because we won.
Yep. I feel like right now, with our two interim champions, one of them was not. Obviously, he had things going on. No joke of a lie. No lie of a joke. I don't know. It's a week like that already. Good card. Yeah. So Ethan and I, not only did we both win, but we clean swept this show.
Yeah.
So we each get 2 points. I don't know. Do you have the points in front of you right now, Ethan, total for the year?
No, I think I'm solely in first now. I'll have to ask Scott, but I think if my math's correct, I think I'm a point or two ahead of him now. I think.
Right. Well,
because technically we did miss Slammiversary TNA preview because honestly we all got busy and forgot. So the next pick show would be what's the next pick show? All In,
and that's in what, a few weeks?
August 25th, and then Bash in Berlin is literally 6 days later.
And then All Out is after that.
Yep. Oh, so many pay-per-views.
Let's see. Do I have...
NXT No Mercy by like September 1st. So those 2 weeks are gonna be fucking crazy with pick and post shows. I don't know if did they get uploaded on our score sheet?
No, I don't have it yet. Nope. I don't have a score. I don't have any score. Nothing's been updated. All right. We're going to have to handle that. But SummerSlam, definitely worth it. We got a couple of months of craziness going on. Ethan and I also have to talk about
G1.
We are... I don't think we're not coming to the end already, are we? Or are we like midway?
So today, as we record, August 7th, once it gets uploaded, probably tomorrow or Thursday or Friday. So today, August 7th, was day 12. This is with B block. Tomorrow, Thursday, August 8th, is day 13. This is A blocks. This is second to last A block action. You know what, Sam? Do you ever just run over the standings real quick for each block real quick, since we're talking about it?
Why not? Let's go over it quickly.
So, spoilers for anybody who magically hasn't watched, but whatever. So in A block, Shota Umino with 6 points with 3 wins, 4 losses. He's on the bubble. IWGP World Champion Tetsuya Naito has 8 points with 4 wins and 3 losses. Shingo Takagi also has 6 points with 3 wins and 4 losses. He's on the bubble. Sanaa has 8 points as well, 4 wins and 3 losses. KOPW 24 champ Grail Khan and Strong Openweight champ Gate and Jake Lee also have 6 points, so they're also all in the bubble. Basically, anybody with 6 points is on the bubble of being eliminated. Calvin Newham has 4 points, so he's mathematically eliminated because you can't get to the quarterfinals with 8 points. Saxon Jr. Evil are unfortunately, Evil is unfortunately in first place with 10 points with 5 wins and 2 losses, so they're still basically in the playoffs. Well, contention to qualify. Today's B block, El Fantasmo and Bono Oleg are both mathematically eliminated because they lost their matches. So El Fantasmo and Bono Oleg are 2 and 5, so they're out. Hiroki Goto, crap. You know what? I'm gonna go on Cage Match because I forgot to update my scores. Give me 1 sec. Get over here. Cage Match, my best friend, and Tony Khan's best friend. All right, here we go. So B block, Jeff Cobb has 10 points. He could defeat Bo Oleg today. Kanosuke Takeshita and a banger. Of course, I still have to watch the show, but whatever. Has 8 points, defeating Alpha, who's at 4, so he's eliminated. Yoshitsuji's at 8 points. He's still mine, same pick to win G1. Didn't never Openweight champion Hinari, who's at 6 points, so he's on the bubble as well. Render Rita's at 8 points. Yu Moore's at 6 points. He's on the bubble as well. And Hiroki Goto and Dave Philly both have 8 points. And by the way, same spoiler, Hiroki Goto did beat Dave Philly today. So he could say he could get shot the global title if he wanted to.
All right. All right. It sounds promising, boys. It sounds promising. Well, we're going to be talking about that when we get closer to finals. Ethan and I will touch base. Guys, thank you for listening. If you don't already do so, please make sure you follow us on Twitter or X at Above the Ring. Find myself as the SOB official, Scotty J Stream, and Ethan is Wrestling_fan_9. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube as Above the Ring. Don't forget to follow Bedlam Media as well. If I'm not mistaken, Ethan, I think we might be back in podcast form as well. We might need Scott to confirm that in the next ATR's War. But I think you might be able to just listen to us if you are sick of seeing our faces. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a review. Tell me why Bedlam Media and Above the Ring is a podcast of your choosing, why they should listen to it as well. Guys, thank you so much for listening. We are out of time. And as always, do not forget